Hi, I'm Ariel Lewis, and today I am finally going to make my very first YouTube video tutorial, and I decided that the topic I would pick for the very first topic is something people tell me all the time is really difficult for them, but they're interested in doing it, and that's to apply false lashes. I think that there's a couple of ways to do it, but I'm going to show you the easiest one if you're not a professional makeup artist and you'd like to try and attempt to apply your own false lashes. These are some pretty good tricks. So first thing I want to do is introduce you to a lash line that is created by one of our lead makeup artists. Her name is Donna Celine, and I'm super proud of her. She created her very own line of Donna Celine lashes. The ones I'm going to be using today are actually rose, but she's got violet, she's got a pair called Celine, and here's a shout out to Donna because I'm super proud of you, and these lashes are amazing. They're one of my favorite ones. These are the ones I'm going to use in the video today. All right, so once you've got your lashes picked out, the very first thing you're going to need to make sure you have is some lash glue. My suggestion is don't try to use the lash glue that comes in the box because usually it's crap. So Duo is awesome. If you're allergic to latex, I suggest using a latex-free glue. Revlon makes a good one. Ardell also makes a good one. But today I'm going to be using Duo in black. Nice trick about the black is that when it dries, it almost looks like liner, so it's a little bit more forgiving. All right, so we've got that. I've got a Q-tip here that I'll use to apply the glue to my lashes. I've got mascara. I've got a set of tweezers, some liner, a pair of scissors, and a lash curler. First thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and curl my lashes. So you just kind of lean in and curl each set of lashes, your natural lashes, for a couple of seconds, let go. The reason you wanna curl your lashes before applying false lashes is because false lashes have a natural perfect curl and bend to them, and if you're not taking the time to curl your natural lashes, it'll be obvious when you turn to the profile that you've got these like beautifully curled falsies and then pin straight natural lashes. So curling is key. After you've curled the lashes, you're gonna go ahead and remove them from the packaging, and the very next thing you're gonna wanna do is trim them. So very few people's lid space is as long as they make these bands. So when you go to trim the lashes, you want to trim them from the outside corner. So you take a pair of scissors and you just kind of cut off what's equivalent to like one bundle of the lashes on the end. So once I've taken my lashes and cut off the equivalent of like one set of the lash, I don't know if you guys can see this, but basically that's how much I've cut off of it. These are now going to kind of lay onto my lash line. I'm going to measure them to see if they fit, and I know that they fit because they stop essentially like right here. There's nothing worse than having a set of falsies that comes all the way to the inside corner. It will drive you nuts, it will poke at you, and it will hurt. So the best thing to do is make sure that it's stopping right around this area here just before you get into the tear duct. So now I'm going to take my band. I'm going to get my Duo glue out and apply it to the end of my Q-tip here, and then take a small amount and place it all along the band line. And you don't want to go too heavy on this, you want a pretty thin layer of it. Now I'm going to take the band and kind of blow on it a bit. Latex glues, they get kind of tacky after a little while. I don't know if you guys can hear Milo in the background, but he decided that he wanted to bark at the camera. So he's outside playing on this lovely day, probably wondering why he's been shunned to the deck. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and start applying this guy by taking my tweezers, pinching it through about halfway on the lash, and I'm gonna lean in. The key is to have an angle on your mirror where you can look down and lean into it. A lot of people will try to apply lashes like this, like closing an eye. What happens is you get ridges on your lid space and you want to work with a flat surface. So tilting your chin back, looking down, and having access to that eyelid is key. I'm using a mirror that kind of tilts back and forth, so that helps me to achieve that angle. I'm going to go ahead and lean in here, apply it just to above my natural lashes. So I'm not applying it onto the lash, I'm applying it just above my lashes, and with the tweezers I'm kind of pushing in and wiggling it into space. And the glue is still tacky, so it's still malleable. You can use your fingers too to kind of press it in. And it takes about 15 seconds on each corner to kind of establish its anchor. So the edges, the corners, each corner, the right and the left, are really important. From there, everything in the middle just kind of gets pushed into place. There we go. It's on. So if I'm looking, if you were here and you could see it really closely, the glue is still wet, and that's perfectly fine because as it continues to dry, you just continue to kind of push it into place. If that makes sense. Next one, again, I'm gonna grab my lashes, take the glue, apply it to the band, being careful to not like get heaping globs of it. Really kind of making sure that if I'm gonna put a little extra anywhere, it's gonna be on those anchor ends on the left side and the right side of the lash band. Grab your tweezers, blow on it a bit. All right, I think she's ready to go on. So lean down, flat surface, apply it just above the lash line, and then kind of using your fingers or your tweezers to get it to lay exactly where you want it to go. And fingers are a really good trick. As it's going to dry, again, notice I'm looking down, even though it would be really tempting to want to look at you. I'm going to keep my eyes focused downward because I want this surface to dry flat. So I'm giving it a few seconds before I look up. So often when I do my own makeup, I'll have a close-up mirror like this to apply my lashes and do my liner, and then I'll have a larger mirror in front of me that I can check the overall, way that it's turning out. So using the camera kind of right now is what that mirror would be. So you're leaning in and doing your detail work here, and then stepping back and looking at yourself in the full mirror in front of you to see how it's turning out. So these lashes are looking good. It's been a few seconds now to get them anchored in place. The next step is to apply some liner over top of that line that I just created with this band, because that's what's going to camouflage it and make it look more natural. You'll notice my entire makeup was done before I even got started, and that's crucial. You don't want to go applying lashes before you've done eyeshadow, because the eyeshadow will fall onto the lashes and that doesn't look great. So you want to make sure that your foundation, your eye makeup is done, and the very last thing I'll do is apply the lashes. My girls will make fun of me sometimes because I have been known to apply lashes at a stoplight. All right, so I'm using Stila's thin liquid eyeliner tip, and I'm basically just going to draw right above that lash band to camouflage it. And again, I had liner on prior to this, so what I'm doing at this point, you probably can't see from the camera making a big difference, but in person it certainly does, because again it camouflages that, so it's not so obvious that I've got a false set laying on top of my liner. From there, the next thing we're going to do is curl them again. So this time, this curl is going to make sure that my natural lash is blended with the false lash, and you'll notice it's like a tiny curl. You don't want to like clamp down on it because you will get snuffleupagus lashes real quick. Like they will curl up really fast. The false lashes tend to do that even though they're made of real human hair. So next I'm going to go ahead and grab my mascara wand, and I'm going to apply a small amount. You don't need to like use as much as you normally would, because now you've got a whole set of falsies, and really the whole purpose of the mascara at this point isn't necessarily to add volume or to add color. It's just to blend, using the formula to blend your natural lash into the false lashes, so that again you're not having that effect of natural lashes sticking straight out and falsies being curled up. So I'll sometimes use this little trick where I kind of tease them, so a little zigzag back and forth helps to blend them, and also helps to make sure that the false lashes and the natural lashes are in place. And then I do typically, for myself, it's not necessarily for everyone, but for me, I do apply mascara onto the bottom of my eyelids as well. And there you go. Now my lashes have been applied. They make a huge difference. Honestly, I mean, I don't have tons of eye makeup on right now. I literally have one color. I used a bronzer all across my, my crease, and then the lashes just maximize the look and really make the eyes the focal point. So it takes practice. Don't expect to be able to do it right away the first time. I'd practice with cheaper lashes at first, and then, you know, as time goes on and you get more comfortable and you use these steps, you can move into some of the nicer lash lines, and they look fabulous. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's short, sweet, and quick, and I look forward to bringing you more tutorials. Thanks for watching. Bye.